Hey there, fighting game fans. It's me, Ryu, from Street Fighter. No, not Ryu. I'm Ryu, the Player 3 fighter. I've seen a lot in my many years of street fighting. Dragon punches, hurricane kicks, destitute headbutts, Pekingese suplexes, oddly sexual karate chops. There's nothing I haven't seen. Wait, what? Small children? Naked man churches? Bulldozers? I immediately rescind my comment. This week on Cartridge Blowers, I, Ryu, present to you little-known fighting games. Nikki kills our favorite new character of 2021, a samurai Marshmallow Cop, in Flying Dragon. Cody does a little dance, and he's a cutie patootie in Cho Aniki Bakuretsu Rantou. And Matt will play more of this game over his aged corpse in Battle Construction Vehicles. All this in Mario Golf. Tell me more about Mario's balls. It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 188, Super Mario Swing Daddy 64. Alright, since Cody paid for this on Cameo, I like to sign off each of these with one of my moves that you, my fans, love. So let me give you my patented God uppercut. Here we go.
It's so hard. I've been for a long time. Oh God, my back.
Ynin's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ynin's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hello, Cody Coleman. I'm Nikki Wright.
And Matt Crua.
Hi, Cody Coleman. I'm Nikki Wright.
He just had this,
yeah, right?
newsman persona about him.
It was good, yeah.
Hey, Cody Coleman. I'm Cody Coleman. And this is the show where we play video games based around a theme in the second half. But before we go to playing all those video games, you're going to have to listen to us talk. But if you're watching us on youtube.com/cartridge blowers, as you can every other week, thereabouts, you can skip ahead, clicking on timestamp in the description below if you want to, if you really want to do that. But if you're watching us live, as you can pretty much all those other Fridays over on twitch.tv/cartridge blowers, you can chat with us. You're going to have to listen to us talk, but you can talk back. That's the great thing. You can chime in. You can say whatever you want. We'll interact with you. We have an after show. It's all a good time over there on twitch.tv/cartridge blowers. We all love it. So playing the video games, that comes later. But first, we have things to talk about, especially now that we have been doing this hiatus for like a month and a half. Oh, yeah.
It's called Summer Vacation.
It's called Summer Vacation. Absolutely. Yeah.
But, the people have spoken, clamoring for the return of Cartridge Blowers.
Sure.
People have actually been asking.
Yeah.
They've been like, when's the show? When's the next one? When's the next one? And I'm like, I don't know. Listen, Cody got his legs cut off.
I did.
And Nikki was off. She was saving that orphanage she burned down. And
how else am I going to be in the news?
You got to make problems to solve problems. That's what I always say.
Exactly.
I'm nothing if not proactive.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And but now we're here and we're doing it.
Yeah.
And I needed that procedure. Exactly.
For sure.
To get Cody's legs put onto mine, and now I have 4. So I can win the Olympics.
Yeah. And I have a chair. I'm sewed to this chair, and it's fine. But yeah. So we got things to talk about. We've played a lot of stuff. Fighting games is the theme this week, by the way, everybody. So lesser known fighting games, no Street Fighters or Mortal Kombats here, but pretty much anything else. That's what's in the second half. But Matt, you have to have played a lot of stuff in the last month and a half. What have you been playing?
Games.
Video games on
Wow.
this show?
I played video games.
Oh my goodness! What video
That's right.
games?
Oh man. I can't remember any of them.
It has been a long time.
It's been so long. No, I've played quite a few games. But if we want to talk mostly new games that I've taken a look at, hasn't been too much in the past month. Other than Mario Golf.
Oh yeah,
On the Nintendo Switch.
How is that? It looks really good.
Yeah, so I've been playing quite a bit of Mario Golf. I don't know, is it Mario Super Golf, Mario Super Mario,
Like Super Rush?
Super Rush, Star Rush,
I think.
Mush Rush.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's the Mush Rush.
Yeah, we just listen. The sports games have like 45 different subtitles. I don't care. It's Mario Golf, and I would say if you like Mario Golf, this is one.
Okay, is
it's
that an
Mario Golf.
improvement on Mario Golf's formula?
Yeah, no, I think it is for sure.
Okay.
So I played with my roommates, my good friends, Dr. Kurian and his wife, Erin, and we did a multiplayer match. So basically, that was our first introduction to the game, and we tried the motion controls. You have the option to use button controls and then motion controls where you take the Joy-Con and you swing that bad boy.
Much like you could with tennis.
Exactly, but you swing it like a golf club, right?
Yeah.
And you will be surprised.
I do want to just note that Rumpel is correcting us. It is Super Mario Swing Daddy 64.
Got it. Yes, Swing
Yeah.
Daddy 64. He and Peach have gotten into some things, and they're a little more open and wild now.
The Mushroom Kingdom Key Party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no. And then at the end of Yoshi spits it out. Blah.
Gross.
So, but yeah, we tried the motion controls out to start. And you may be extremely surprised to know that the motion controls in Mario Golf Super Rush are bad. They're not good.
Are they?
Yes, I know. Everyone was like, wow, what if this is it? What if this is how we finally get golf to be like real golf? You know, the fun game of real golf that we all play all the time.
Sure,
Golf.
yeah. I'm all into constantly playing real golf.
Which is what I really want from Mario Golf is realism, you know? I want to be that pudgy little plumber, that cute little guy that we all know, or I want to be the king of the Coopers, Bowser, and I want to be out there and I want it to be real fucking listic, you know? No, the motion controls suck shit. It was not fun to play.
Did you ever play the Tiger Woods Connect game?
That is a question you very well know the answer to.
Yes. I played it in Best Buy very briefly, and it had very realistic motion golf control. So you did like this, and you swung, and it hit the ball. And then, like you do in golf, you reach out with your hand and then grip it and then turn like this as if telekinetically spinning the ball in the way you want. And then it spins in that way. Yeah, you're basically playing
Tiger Woods was such a good golfer.
Right? Yeah, he's got telekinesis going.
Total ball control, Tiger Woods. He's just out there, and wow! I had no idea he was the master of balls like that. So, yeah, no, it's the motion control golf in Mario Golf Super Rush is realistic. It's it is a swing, and like a lot of you got to take into account wind, the elevation of the course, etc., etc. But it's just not fun compared to just let me hit the buttons.
Sure.
That said, once you go back into control mode, it's a pretty fucking good golf game. You've got your regular golf. You also have the rush mode, I believe is what it's called. Which is everyone
no one
plays
wastes their turn. It's chaotic.
It is. Everyone plays at the same time, and you have to run up. Physically, you run like in a 3D platformer and run to get your ball. And that one is really, really good. I find that to be a really, really fun mode. I wish you could do that with more than 2 players on a single Switch. But yeah, it's the only one I played online, and I found that pretty fun. You've got all these different characters, but they're all dressed in weird golf clothes.
Character of choice.
I've been kind of switching. Normally, in most multiplayer Mario games, I'm a Wario guy,
Yeah.
but I tried out a couple other characters. I think I'm feeling Waluigi today. I feel like I'm
Yeah?
a Waluigi on
You're
this
not a
game.
charging Chuck boy? A King
Charging,
Babam?
Charging Chuck. Charging Chuck is a piece of shit. All right. Every single time the computer gets Charging Chuck, he's completely overpowered. He outclasses you no matter what. There's no difficulty in the game. It's just Charging Chuck fucking rules, and it sucks. And I'm gonna find Charging Chuck and put a pillow over his face because I'm done with him. All right.
Gasping Chuck is what they will
I'm just
call
saying,
him.
exactly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the
Asphyxiation Allen.
it's not a very dangerous Mario enemy. And then, that all kind of leads into the final mode of the game, which is adventure mode. Which if you played Mario Tennis on the Switch, that also had an adventure mode that was not great. But golf kind of harkens back more toward the GBA Mario Golf games, and that is a golf RPG. You create a character using the Mii's, and then you get to sort of advance through different courses and go do little sort of golf side missions in an attempt to become the best golfer. I tried to create myself, but they just didn't have my waves of hair in the Mii Maker, and there's no good beards. So I made Joe, and I'm playing as him. And your Mii's have this really high pitched, weird, like, okay, I'm gonna make a really weird reference here, and maybe someone out in the world will get it. Maybe one of
Sure.
you will.
Okay.
The Mii's sound like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures that could talk when you put a little strip of
Oh,
plastic
yeah, I
through
know
them,
those.
and they would go. Zzz. The Mii's sound like that.
Yeah, they kind of sound a little garbled, as if it's a.
They all sound garbled and
fast
high
food
pitched
speaker.
and weird.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so all of your Mii's sound like that, and they're all like moaning all the time. It's really weird.
Gross.
Yeah, but the adventure mode's pretty fun. Like halfway through, you get something called XC Golf, which is like almost a strategy golf game.
Okay.
And that you are having, there's like 9 holes on a course, but you have 40 strokes to get all 9 holes hit. You can do them in any order, and like there's vertical elevations that you have to use these tornadoes to get your ball up, and so like you're having to sort of plan out your route through the course to see how quick you can get through it. I like the XC Golf. I beat the first one. Maybe it gets harder and terrible later on, but I thought it was pretty good.
Zebra Cakes did not like it.
Yeah, he says fuck XC Golf. I get it. It was hard. The first one was definitely very difficult, but I think it's a cool idea, and I like them doing different things with the modes than just regular golf. And of course, it's not just regular golf. Like your first like two courses are greens, but then like afterwards it's like, oh, here's boulders, here's tornadoes, here's Goombas, here's stuff like that on the field.
I like that you were giving like landscape type things. Here's boulders. Here's tornadoes natural. Here's Goombas. This is
Goombas
the
are natural?
the Goomba terrain.
Yeah. Are you saying Goombas are not natural? Goombas are. Cody Coleman, how dare you say Goombas are abominations in the eyes of God? How dare you?
Wow, I didn't realize that you were the kind of person that we do a podcast with. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. It's really honestly disgusting. And yeah.
Go ahead, move on.
I'm done.
Is that the only game you played?
That's the only new game. I guess I could talk a lot about a ton of things, small things mostly. Like Streets of Rage 4's new DLC is incredible. If you played Streets of Rage 4 and really liked it, which you should have because it's a great game, the DLC adds a lot of life onto it. I would say so. Make sure you get that. I'm trying to think of anything else that is new that I've touched yet. I got Phantom Abyss, but I haven't played it yet. But yeah, that's about it. That's it. That's all I can think of.
Right on. I played a little bit. I have last time we met, I had been playing Alan Wake because I wanted to get to the Control DLC that is based around Alan Wake because they're in the same universe. Alan Wake, the story was good. The gameplay most of the gameplay in the game bad, very bad. Then I played American Nightmare, which is the sequel, kind of that game, because I thought it might be important to control. The story in that game is bad. The story in that game sucks. However, they did improve on a lot of the gameplay problems that I had with the first game. Like, first of all, like, exploration in the first game was a fucking chore, because every like 5 feet there's a new fucking fight that you have to do to drain all of your ammo that is already hard enough to find, and all of your batteries for your flashlight and stuff like that. So that was very frustrating. Also, killing an enemy took just for goddamn ever. Yeah, a lot of the gameplay, especially like platforming, all of that was really bad. They improved upon that greatly in this game. So the gameplay is a lot better. The story, straight garbage. It is not fun. Also, the collectibles suck even more than the first Alan Wake collectibles. So I wouldn't really recommend American Nightmare. But the Control DLC, luckily I did play American Nightmare because it had nothing to do with the Control DLC. So the Control DLC, if you're wanting a nice, strong continuation of the Alan Wake lore, you're not really gonna get it. You'll get a little bit, but mostly it focuses around one semi-side character with a little bit of a focus on Alan Wake, and a lot of stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it is Control, so it is a fun game to play. But yeah, that's those are the main things I've been playing. I started Shadow of the Tomb Raider after completing the Control DLC and finally being done with that universe until the spinoff comes out. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a lot of fun. If you like the new Tomb Raider games, this is another one of them. It does the same shit, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And that's it. Yeah. So after we have now talked about all of the games that we've played for the past month and a half, now let's watch us play some video games. Sound good?
Gotcha. I love watching us play video games.
I do too. All right, like I said at the beginning of the episode, this week we are playing lesser-known fighting games. No Mortal Kombats, no Street Fighters, no Smash Brothers, no Tekkens, but pretty much anything else. And Nikki will be starting us out this week. Nikki?
Yeah, so I played a game called Flying Dragon, probably.
Okay.
And it was released for the Nintendo 64. It's like a fighting game with RPG elements. But we don't in my video, I'm not really gonna go too much into it, but you do see references to like gaining experience points and the like. So yeah, that's
Okay.
That's it. That's my game. Let's get it going.
Let's get into it.
On my very real console.
Yeah. I remember the SNES having this menu.
Culture Brain.
What a name.
Flying Dragon or Culture Brain?
Culture Brain.
Oh yeah, no, Culture Brain is stellar. And the biggest thing I want to point out here is, okay, do you want to use the controller pack? No. Do you want to use the controller pack? No.
Are you sure?
Is
Do you
this?
want to use the controller pack?
Holy fuck, Nikki, why didn't you use the controller pack?
Well, you know, I don't have one.
Gotcha. So this is the N64, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember this being like always at Blockbuster.
Do you want to use the data pack?
Oh my god.
Do you want to use the data pack? Do
Wait,
you want to use the data pack? Do you want to use the data pack?
Do you want to use it?
Robo Nohana. Powers.
I think I have to play Powers.
Yeah, look at that guy.
So you said you remember this being?
Like always at Blockbuster. Like it was just always there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, there's equipment. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like, does this one have like a creative fighter mode?
I don't think so. I didn't really look.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of something different. Maybe I'm thinking of Fighter's Destiny.
The thing that I really want to point out, and I don't know if it's going to come through here in this video, but the tiling of the background, you can't really see it here, is really, really bad. There are seams all over the place. Also, misogyny, and I apologize.
You better not fight me. I only fight with strong men. Made me really angry. She looks it.
Yeah.
So, immediately you might notice that, like, generally attacks don't do a lot of damage.
It does look like the Ultimate Warrior.
Whoa! She's got a projectile, look at that.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like a cutesy virtual fighter.
You know, it kind of is.
Is this game a 3D fighter or a 2D fighter only? Like is there, like, can you move like forwards and backwards on a 3D plane, I guess?
The camera makes it look like you can, but I don't think you can.
Got it.
Dylan actually recommended this game to me. He said that, like, this was his, like, he really wanted a Dragon Ball Z game, but of course, like, in Pennsylvania or whatever, they didn't have them. And so this was, like, the closest thing that he could find.
Because it had Dragon on the title.
Sure.
Yeah. And, like, I guess the
same
cover
thing.
art is kind of very similar in style to, like, what you would see in Dragon Ball Z. The game is fine. You know, my video is very long, so we can skip around if we want, because, like, I'm gonna spoil it for you because the attacks don't do a lot of damage. I time out most of my fights.
Ah,
gotcha.
And also, this guy is just content to punch and kick the air quite a bit.
Yeah, like, he apparently had special moves. I did look up, like, a move before recording this video. It didn't really seem to help, though. So, the skeleton man.
My goodness.
T3 posted the cover art for this game in the chat, and the cover art has these super deformed versions of your characters.
Yeah.
Here, and then behind it seems to have maybe non-super deformed versions of your characters.
So there are child and adult versions.
What?
Yeah. But, like, I didn't invest enough time to seeing the adult versions, and hello, Rich.
Got it.
So I got 4 experience points for wristband, and I got 4 experience points for Kung Fu jacket. Noted, he's not wearing a jacket. So a T-Tree wanted to see the skeleton man. Here you go, friend.
This is the skeleton man?
You are so stupid to try to fight me. Oh, stop!
You praise me so much.
Stop it. Hello, Rage Quits in the chat. How you doing?
Welcome, Rage.
So I do have a sad admission. So I was playing on an Xbox One controller. I know you wouldn't think an Xbox One controller would be compatible with a very real N64 console. It is. That's a fact.
Yeah, go plug it in right now.
Yeah, totally. It'll work.
Yeah.
So I had mapped my C buttons to the right thumbstick.
Sure.
And eventually that comes back to bite me in the ass, and we will see here in a minute why.
This weird, like, skeleton robot man. I don't... Robo no Hana.
Cop? I think he's a cop.
Is
right?
he a cop?
I think he's like a cop plus, like, sumo wrestler plus, like, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Is this Robert Kopp's skeleton?
Oh no, you lost.
I did lose, yeah.
Arab. All Robo Nohanas are bastards.
I don't know if he's a cop. I do know that he's a robot, and he is a robot with a dream. And that dream is a sumo wrestling champion.
Like a fucking Final Atomic Buster on that dude.
Yeah, Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Cool. Rage says that after a while in the story, the characters age up and the game gets way more serious.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is odd. They get older?
Yeah, there are child and adult versions of the characters, but again, like I invested 15 minutes into this game.
This isn't.
Sure.
These aren't the adult versions of the characters.
Whoa! That's a cool move.
It is a cool move. There are, to this game's credit, there are a lot of really cool moves in this game. It's just my biggest complaint is how little damage you do with your normal attacks.
Yeah, even like that throw did like barely anything.
And like this is the
Yeah.
N64. I think this looks better than a lot of polygon fighting games on like a PlayStation. Like this is pretty
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
I can see that for sure. The tiling in the background drove me.
Well, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Chad asks, did you try pushing the button harder? Yes. Why? You see the pause menu come up every now and then.
Oh God, you kicked his ass.
Did you rotate your controller slightly to the left when you needed to move left? Like my grandma says that helps in video games.
Oh, does it? I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, by the way,
Ugh.
did you know that you're not using a controller pack? Did you want to use one?
That's
I was asked twice.
why you timed out a lot. You weren't using the controller pack.
That's true. That's true.
It was like, how are you going to get the proper experience if you don't have the controller pack? It's going to be too hard.
Right. My grandma's ashes, Rumplepugs.
Try rotating your grandma to the left.
To the left.
So now you're Suzaku, who I guess is
Yeah,
like
I'm Suzaku.
a Bishonen anime villain.
Is he?
I don't know.
Because he goes, I will send you to the hospital.
Oh, you must be joking.
Nikki for Suzaku's voice actor for the remake.
Oh no, I did that, Gunwa. Your day was up.
So yeah, I imagine this would be a very fun game with like multiple people. And again, if
Probably.
if I could do a little bit more damage. I didn't hate playing this game though.
It moves pretty fast, which is cool.
Yeah, no, like it doesn't like the gravity and the physics feel fine.
You got that chop down.
Yeah. Your damage gets crazy when you level up. You know, I'm sure it does.
And I think like it, again, for an N64 fighting game, it looks pretty decent. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot in like these models are fairly like there's especially like with Suzaku, there's a lot going on with this model.
Yeah. No, there's they definitely put a lot into it. There's a lot of polygons happening.
Like is this a better fighting game than like say Tekken 2? Like
Probably
no,
not.
but like
But I do think that this certainly isn't a terrible game. I've played worse.
for sure, yeah. Whoa.
I was trying so hard to get like a special move unlocked for this guy, and it just wasn't happening.
You were able to juggle him with that chop though, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I was also trying so hard to just like beat the timer just once.
Yeah.
Like if on the very last fight against the RoboCop that you did with Starman,
Oh, yeah.
like if you got a really big move on him, a big pile driver, and then time ran out and the damage didn't count, but you totally would have.
Clumsy warrior!
The series only had 3 more entries, a direct sequel to this featuring only the SD characters, and then 2 Game Boy Color entries. The series lasted from 1985 to 2000.
Interesting. I imagine this would not be as fun as on the Game Boy Color.
Oh no, I can't imagine any fighting game being fun on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
I will say, like, if you wanted to skip forward a little bit, I was intentionally trying to, like, lose this one.
Okay.
I wanted to see the game over screen.
Do we see it? I guess
and
it's a...
Surprisingly, it's very difficult to intentionally lose.
Yeah, because... Yeah, it takes time, right?
Well, it takes time, but also, like, if you're not really moving, the AI is also not really moving.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
We only
Like,
got
they'll
about 2 minutes left in the
forward
video.
and backward and maybe throw out a punch, but, like, for the most part, they're not going to, like, aggressively attack you.
First, thank you. Wow.
Hey, there was a KO.
Fucking
Yeah.
lariat. I like this track too. I like this music.
Yeah, some of the music is pretty good. In the first round, I had tried so hard to, like, push Powers over the edge, but once you get to a certain point, it rubber bands him back to the center.
Boo.
Ah, you can't ring out?
You cannot ring out. I mean, in this particular ring, if you ring out, you die. So
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
fall off a building. But, like,
Murder
Yeah.
Powers.
I really wish there were, like, a ring out option.
What kind of Virtua Fighter is this?
Right?
Oh. You got into the fatality screen for a second. It got dark.
did.
Bum, bum, bum.
See when these little guys die. They're pretty cute.
Yeah. Rise from the ashes, Daku. So I'm sorry I hyped up the game over screen. But I do know that it's kind of a like a tradition on this
Yeah.
show.
I tell you, I am the champion.
Number of
Okay.
continue. 3.
But I do really like how my game over screen is this like just buffed out like wrestling man. Like,
And then more
And
data for the transfer.
by the
pack.
way, did you know that you didn't have a data pack?
Yeah.
What? That's wild.
So what'd you think overall?
I didn't hate it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably won't
I
play it
give
again, right?
6.
A 6? Oh, hey. That's more than half. That's pretty good. Still a failing
Yeah.
grade, but that's still, you know.
Well, I mean, like, I wouldn't call it like a failure of like a fighting game. I think it's a very serviceable fighting game.
There you go.
But you know, I've certainly played better.
Right on.
Maybe if you had a controller pack, it would be a better
Maybe
game.
if I had,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
maybe the key.
That's it.
Maybe that's what I needed to
That's
really.
what you did
optimize
wrong.
Yeah.
experience.
Okay, I'm up next, and I played a game a long time ago for a completely different version or a different theme. I played a Cho Aniki game, which was a weird side-scrolling shooter where you play guys in Speedos. Apparently, they also have a fighting game. I played that. Cho Aniki, what's the full name? Cho Aniki
Bakuretsu Rantou.
Yeah, that. So I played that. It was kind of akin to a DBZ fighting game in that you're flying the entire time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty weird. Why don't we get into it?
All right. Good track already.
Yeah. There's the little.
What's this one is this on?
This is on the SNES.
Okay.
Hope you like this song. So there's a lot of there's like Boat Girl, like someone who's a sentient boat. There's still Speedo Man. There's Atlas. There's some kind of like Trojan warrior. I played Flatman.
Of course, good choice.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to play the game. It shows all of your inputs in the side. And as you like fight and use your special moves and get hit, like your second or your top bar there will deplete or increase. And if it fills up, then you'll kind of get dazed and you won't be able to do anything for a minute. So you have to kind of monitor that too.
I know the Cho Aniki game, but this is weird.
It is weird. Like all Cho Aniki games are a little weird. This is an interesting fighting game in that it's, you know, not a side scroll. You're flying around, so you hit in all directions. So you have special moves for whichever direction you're trying to fight.
Oh.
Now we're in Speedo Man's world.
I like that the stage changes between rounds.
It does, which is fairly unique. Hold on, I gotta finish fighting generic fighter man so that I can get to the more interesting characters. This game is also kind of hard.
Okay. I mean, he's posing all the time. Why is this difficult?
Yeah.
Star Survivor, how you doing?
It's hard. Like once you start catching up to them, like if you're across the map, once you get to them, they tend to, except for right here, they tend to kind of start moving again and get away from you. And they're kind of strong. It also may just be that I'm not good at this type of fighting game. Very real possibility.
Which, like, what type of fighting game is this?
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's not like another another fighting game I've played, except for some of the SNES, Super Nintendo DPC games. All right, gotta fight this guy in front of this weird sun with a beard. He has a... I never really fully understand exactly what I'm doing, but that Pac-Man move is really powerful if you hit them, but it also almost instantaneously will put you in that weird sort of dazed state. This is the unlicensed JoJo game we never knew we needed. Yeah, correct. Just want this guy to be dead. But yeah, the sort of getting dazed by just doing your normal fighting thing got really old, and I did not enjoy that mechanic at all. I guess that could be a way to sort of make things a little bit more balanced for less players who aren't used to it, but it didn't really help.
One.
I did. I did.
As difficult as it might be.
Yeah.
Oh, you do a little dance.
You do.
Fun.
Yeah, you have to take a break to oil up. Yeah.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do I fight next? It's the like Trojan Warrior man.
Got it.
Everyone can fly in this world, so that's important to know, even when you're kneeling. So in the background, there's just a bunch of guys trying to teabag their opponents, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
With naked ladies spinning on top of pillars.
And then, like, look at the stained glass window of more muscle dude.
Yeah, just a dude flexing over and over and over again. Yeah, Chip the Dale background.
My kind of church.
It's very interesting.
This is how you get me back, God.
Yeah, he does like a weird little dance too.
Nope.
Woo, woo.
Good track. Good track. This is a very good track.
Isn't it? Ah, it gets better though. Look at this weird train level. There's a fucking train man carrying all of the lettuce and radish to the people of the world. I did like the little drill down move. I enjoyed that too.
Wow. Whoa, music, are you okay?
Yeah.
This train is gonna be in my nightmares.
Isn't it? This guy's little jig that he does. I wish there was more to say, but like,
You don't have to talk during this one.
yeah. What do
This
you?
one is all visuals, baby.
What do you say about Train Man? Like,
What do you say about the game that has everything, literally?
yeah. He slaughtered my little flat man. Do I continue? Yeah, okay. Yes.
Okay.
I guess we do it again.
Does it make you stay as Flat Stanley?
Yes, it does not let me change again. It does let me fight a different person though.
So you okay, cool.
So now I'm like fighting Adam
The
from the
naked guy
Sistine Chapel.
Or like a half a moon, I guess.
Yeah. He uses it as a shield. He throws a tantrum. He leans back and has an orgasm when you hit him, and then he ejaculates a beam.
Same.
Like he vogues, like he just stops and vogues. Okay. No.
Cody, the only one who doesn't ejaculate a beam.
I think so.
Holy shit! Who are the two guys in that giant head, you think?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good one. But whatever it is, they're voyeurs, so it's weird. So we're back into weird Speedo flower land.
Whoa. That's a good move.
Yeah, Pac-Man moves great. It does lower your stamina quite a bit. It does have throws.
That makes sense, Gunma.
Oh,
That's
God.
science.
All right. Time to Pac-Man this guy to death. So I'm trying to do anyway.
Mine is like spirit bombs, chat, because only the pure of heart can catch them and throw them back at me.
This is a weird conversation that we're having.
Cody, we're just talking about cum beams. Listen.
Gross.
Just another day here on Cartridge Blowers.
All
Yep.
right. Well, there you go. We can stop it. We're done.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is my game. It was weird as fuck, guys. I don't really know what else to say. It's got Train
Aniki
Man.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Thomas the Tank Engine, a little sexier than normal, and he's pretty sexy. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, way sexier in this game. Other than that, I mean, you know, it's a Cho Aniki game. What do you want?
Yeah.
It sure is a series.
Sure
Yes,
is a
Gunma.
series. Yes, yes,
They-
sir.
Do they still make them? Is
I don't know.
Cho Aniki still getting made somewhere? Like a pachinko machine or something?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Matt, what'd you play?
All right. Let me give you the story of Kinsetsu Juki Kenka Batoro Buchigure Kongo. Okay. This is, according to Wikipedia, a non-traditional fighting video game for the PlayStation 2 game console. It did not get an American release. It was only released in Japan and Europe. We'll be looking at the European version today because it does have an English dub and translation. It was one of the first PlayStation 2s to be released, games to be released in DVD-ROM format. This game here that you're about to see needed the extra space of the DVD-ROM. It couldn't be on a CD, not like Fantavision. Okay, this game needs the entire DVD.
The entire DVD.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
The story in this game revolves around a young man whose father has passed away, and his father's caretaker approaches the son and says, "Hey, your father passed away. It's up to you to take over the family business." And the son says, "No, I would like to be my own man." And so the caretaker attacks him, and they must fight. I should mention that the family business is a construction business, and he does fight him with a crane. This is BCV Battle Construction Vehicles, which is a fighting game
Thank God.
done entirely with construction vehicles.
It's about time, really.
Yeah, I tried to do this a long time ago, and I couldn't get it to work, and I got it working. So
Great.
let's take a look. Let's take a look at BCV.
Okay. You know, every time I pass by construction sites in my car, I'm like,
Oh my
think
god!
I wish they would fight.
All right, so we're gonna get some the opening cutscene here.
Was that intro, that menu, RPG Maker?
It looked like it, right? So this is a fully voiced anime cutscene.
Look at this.
He did not hit her. It's bullshit.
What the fuck?
You're tough, Gramps.
Listen to me.
Oh.
You must
It's in
succeed
English.
Your father. I beg you, young master.
Shut it, Gramps. I left 'cause I
Shut
didn't
it,
wanna do
Gramps.
just that, so he's dead. Still no reason to change my mind. Whoa, watch it. Easy there, Gramps, okay?
Look, young master. Since the boss died, the Congos have dispersed.
Mm-hmm. Congo is
What?
your construction
All the
company.
factories
Ah.
now
It doesn't explain that until
by
later.
Shirabe, and we have nothing left.
And yes, they're all British.
Is that so? It still has nothing to do with me.
You're wrong, young master. You are the only son of
Why
the
does
construction
sophisticated
tiger
Master
Danjuro
Roshi only
Kongo.
animate his jaw?
The skill to
Right.
drive heavy vehicles sleeps within you. Will you just let it slumber your entire life, Master Hayato?
So
I'm
then,
really, I'm really digging this like early life Wreck-It Ralph story.
and then they have a non-animated cutscene that is basically the same story of what just happened. We have no one left. Boss passed away. The work was all stolen by Shirabe Corp. And everyone left, leaving just poor old me. Stop that whimpering. You still a man? Now listen up. Look into my eyes and listen up good. Yes. Live your life well and good things will happen. Look after your health. Live happily. Wait, what are you? Well, take care. I'm off looking for a job. Take care, young master. You're not going to continue the Congo family line? Why? I left here in the first place because I didn't want to. Pops was Pops and I'm me. I'll find my own job in my own life. Farewell. We won't meet again.
Oh, okay.
Young master, what now? You still not giving up, Denora? Young master, leave here over my aged corpse or not at all. You're in a crane. Who's more likely to get killed here? I'll tell you two things. One, I like a quiet, loving, long-haired, well-proportioned woman more than 3 meals a day.
Oh,
What?
Two, I hate a crazy, balding, toothless, bespectacled, dumb, and rampaging old pensioner more than a dip in raw sewage.
cool. Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's fight.
What is the story?
This is the story. Yeah, the translation is wild. And so now I play. Let me explain the controls to this game.
Stop.
It is tank controls on the D-pad. The analog sticks do nothing on a PlayStation 2 game. RL, R2, R1, L1, R2, L2 all do nothing. Oh. Sometimes this happens.
What? Come
Are they
on.
just, like, pushing each other and yelling, "Come on!" over?
And then, well, the old man yells, "You bumbler." But I don't know how you win that. He did 10% damage to me. So you move with the D-pad, and you have four of the four face buttons. Triangle is a front attack. Square and circle are left and right attack, respectively. And X is a guard, which makes girders appear around you. I'm the bulldozer, by the way. So I'm trying to, like, you know, front attack here.
I really love that somebody saw a construction site and thought, what if demolition derby?
So now he's about to do his super.
Train sword blade.
What?
What is this?
And so...
I didn't know the spirit of Susano lived in a fucking crane.
Yeah, I get sent to the kendo dimension, and he just sort of kendo sticks me for a while. I don't know how you build the super. It seems to have to do with the rope that's around your health meter on the bottom. Yes, that is your health meter. As you take more damage, your sign gets more and more crumpled. So my rope just broke, and now I'm about to do my special, which is iron supplement. Well,
Well,
I crushed him into a box and it did like 40 damage.
Train sword blade.
Back in the kendo dimension.
Yet again.
It keeps happening. So here's the thing about this game. It is wacky. It is weird. It is very stupid. It sure as hell ain't fun to play. This game sucks shit. But, you know, there's lots of weird cutscenes. Many of which you won't see here today. I played 20 minutes. I cut it down to about a 12-minute video here. And I'll let you know a little bit more about what happens in the plot as we get to the end of the video here. But I do defeat the old man, and then my hydraulics turn on.
Oh, this is your victory pose. This is you punching into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've beaten the old man. What's this feeling? My blood is boiling up. Your true calling, heavy machinery, is in your blood.
ah,
I can
get
really
it.
do this? Then, young master, let us restore the Congo name. Yeah, Gramps, I'm gonna do it. Oh. Or then again, maybe not, you old codger. What good is fighting in heavy machinery to running a company? Okay, I guess it will fit in somehow.
You've convinced me.
Yeah, so my days of violent construction had begun. Then I
when
get-
are my days of violent construction gonna begin?
Basically, you're trying to rebuild your dad's company, but like you do it through fights. As you'll see here, this is pretty good. Gather a crew. Yes, to start work again, we need a skilled crew. Also, Shirabe are unlikely to just overlook us getting restarted. They'll try to stop us, so our new crew must also be able to handle that. I guess you have a point. What do these Shirabe guys have against Congo anyway? Something between Pops and their boss? That can wait for another time. First, I have located a man who may well join our crew. Tamanojo Matsuobiyama, the Machinery Prince. Sounds like quite a guy.
Oh,
The Machinery Prince?
Yeah, quite a guy.
I
But don't you
already
think-
ship all three of them together.
Shouldn't we be looking for after his father? Surely the king will be stronger than the prince, right? Young master, he's not actually a prince. It's more like... Any chance of meeting the Machinery Queen? I despair. Anyway. He is said to make machinery float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Let us go and see this. Yeah, just you wait. We're going to see the whole royal family, young master. Translation is good. I despair. And then this cutscene.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
like literally
Like,
butterflies and bees.
Exactly.
I'm as light as a feather today.
Cool, thanks.
The board.
Yeah, right?
These guys are hiding behind garbage. Young master, we are not looking for a fight, you understand? Leave it to me. I'm the master of negotiations. You're Matsubiyama, right? Who are you? Just give me your birthday address and work permit number. You're the first member of the new Congo Construct crew. You now owe total obedience to me, Hayato Congo. Now get into your machine and prepare for your initiation. If I thrash
Damn.
you too badly, you can start as our copy boy. Looks like you lack the confidence to face me. This guy can't help us out, and you suggested him. You're sacked. Restructuring, I'm afraid.
The grammar.
Young master, Matsubiyama, please fight him. Otherwise, I'm. Looks like you need a lesson in life, whelp. I'll let you call the ambulance in advance. You have your own royal ambulance, do you?
Oh, is this
Jesus.
the prince? This is the
Fuck,
prince.
fuck,
This is the
fuck,
prince.
fuck, fuck, fuck.
It's oddly like the translation is bad. It's oddly charming though.
Is there a
All right.
Muhammad Ali crane?
This is the Muhammad Ali crane.
Okay.
I am. Well, he's a big dirt scooper thing. I am a crane. That's the guard, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. I'm the big crane. The main character has exactly 2 brain cells, and I love it. So my attack seems to be this wide swinging punch. Oh, by the way, I should mention how. So again, your attack buttons are triangle, circle, square, but you can't like just press it once. You have to like tap, 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 tap. So I basically just set this to a turbo button and let it go to Punch Town. It got really annoying. Really
This is
fast.
very exciting.
Oh, but he's about to get a super. I'm trying to back away.
Dancing needle. Dance.
It's a bee.
Oh
And he
shit!
stabs me.
They're really strong against metal.
Yeah. Yeah, the controls are very bad. BattleBots definitely came to mind, Pig. Very, very much. I was thinking of BattleBots a lot. Like this would be like a BattleBots fighting game, which is
Wasn't
to say
there a battle-
clunky and weird. I think
Was
there
it-
was a BattleBots game.
I think there
yeah,
was,
but I
yeah.
mean, Bug type, own steel type. But yeah, my crane does a shit ton of damage with his punches, so we've won the fight already. Congo crew.
You ready for another meeting with Congo?
What?
Are you ready for another meeting with Congo?
I hope you've rented out a conference room.
Why is this amateur riling me up so? Well then, as promised, now you work for me. And he joins the crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you kick his ass, and now he works for you.
Oh, that's how that works.
Hold on, I never promised anything. Yeah, you did, right, Gramps? Yes, I do recall something like that. And now he just works for you. The end.
Oh man. Okay.
So after this fight, the next chapter is about. It's called The Return of Beth.
Okay.
Where Beth returns.
I was worried
And you
about
get-
Beth.
Same.
Yeah, you get a letter that says that Beth is coming back, and your main character imagines that she's a really cute girl. And then, meanwhile, outside, this really schlubby dumbass dude gets caught in the sand in his construction vehicle, and you pull him out, and he's like, "Oh, thanks, I'm Beth Gouda," and that's it. That's the joke, and that's the chapter, and he joins your crew, and there's no fight.
Really?
It's just comedy.
Okay.
And then the next chapter is you go to get business away from Shirabe Corp. And you do that by going to the person they're about to make a contract with and say, no, let us bid fairly on this contract. Here's how we're going to do it. And you throw out a bunch of hidden photos you've taken of the guy who they're doing the contract with, of him like
What?
partying with strippers. And then you're like, all right, we got those in the mail. Now we're gonna kick Shirabe's ass, and now it's our contract. And then you win the fight against Shirabe, and it says bidding won. And and that's just how construction works.
I had a very big misunderstanding about how the construction business went. I didn't realize it was so fighting based
Yeah.
and
so,
humiliation based.
I recommend like maybe looking at a video of it on YouTube if you want to know more about the weird ass story. I don't know that I can in good conscience recommend playing it. It's definitely like I left the game on, and then I went and did laundry, and I came back because I left it on, with the idea that maybe I'll play some more just to see where this weird, wacky storyline goes, so I can talk about it on the show. And I was like, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's a really, really bad video game, but it's still kind of charming.
You came back and you were like, ah, shit, this is still on. Okay.
Yeah, I closed it immediately.
Okay. Yeah, I can't imagine a video game fighting game with tank controls would be any good. That sounds awful.
And like, as far as I know, there's no moves or anything. I couldn't it's just tap triangle a whole bunch
until your special meter fills up, and then
you send them to the kendo dimension.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, who gets the shit game award this time? Is it?
I think Cody might have the worst game.
I might. Mine didn't have any real humor in it.
Mine is the worst to play, I think.
Yeah. That's probably
mine is
true.
the least fun to play.
Yeah,
it's everybody. We all.
Yeah. I think Nikki actually definitely doesn't get the shit game award this week. She definitely had the best game. Yeah,
seems all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, enough trying to figure that out. We're gonna have to play another game for the next time we do this show. So, Matt, before we sign off, what are we doing?
Of course. Next time, travelers, hail and well met. We shall be riding upon our fine steeds and heading into the land of wizards and castles and damsels and wizard damsels and castle wizards and and whiz horses, the horses that are wizards. Medieval games, any game that's medieval themed.
Okay,
right. Put on robes and wizard hats.
Put on your robe and wizard hat and cast level 9 Cock of the Emperor.
Nikki, you can break out your Dragon Age games. You can replay them.
Oh boy, if only I didn't lose my saves.
Oh no.
How? It's been like your computer.
Yeah. Yep.
Well.
All right. Well, that's what you have to look forward to next time. More medieval themed games. Until then, I'm Cody Coleman. With me as always is Nikki Wright and Matt Crua. Guys, don't die. But Matt, they should do something. What is that something?
Been so long. Line?
Keep on
trucking.
Blow.
I never. How dare you? How dare you?
Okay.
Keep on blowing.
All right, you said it. All right. Bye, everybody.
What? Oh no! Oh, shoot. We're gonna go into the shadow realm.